All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry for starting a little bit later, but that's how things go. You know how it is. Welcome to this seminar of experts, because we called it the Global Goals Expert Seminar. And then I want to ask you, who of you is the expert here? Please raise your hands. Experts, all experts. Okay, that's going to be disappointing after. And are the speakers experts? Speakers, experts? Yes. Okay, so the point I want to make, of course, is that we're all experts because we're here to talk about these Sustainable Development Goals, and they concern us all. They are for us, they are of us, for the people, of the people, by the people. So we really are experts. So it's time you start realizing that. Again, who are the experts here? Okay, now I'm a bit more confident. Thank you. So if we talk about the Sustainable Development Goals, we always say we need local innovation in order to have global impact. But what does that mean, and will that actually work? We're trying it, right? But I want to ask you a couple of questions. Who do you think invented the airplane?
Santos Dumont.
Sorry?
Santos Dumont.
Yeah, I can't repeat that one. Another one?
Wright brothers.
Wright brothers? Yeah. Okay. Next one. Penicillin. Who invented that? Hard to hear. Fleming. Okay. iPhone. Steve Jobs, did he invent the iPhone? Yeah, okay. Interesting. And then the telephone. Who invented the telephone? Bell? Marconi? It's debatable, right? It's debatable. We can debate who was first. This is something that is a very common problem if we refer to inventions in the world. And then we have another thing. Can we name inventions that were actually named after their inventors? Can we name a few? That the invention has the same name as the inventor.
Luxaflex.
Luxaflex. Yeah. Colbert. Yeah? Yeah, another one, please. Speak up. Yeah. Tesla. Okay. He invented the Tesla car 100 years ago. Okay. This is interesting. So we really can say that they're all incorrect. Everything you were thinking of, they're all incorrect. Because according to Stigler's law, no scientific discovery was ever named after its real inventor. Think about that. And then we have another thing. So, first of all, we don't know who invented things. Then it's actually no one. And then we also have this, multiple discovery. We're all geniuses at the same time. So we're inventing things as we go by ourselves, separately, and all the time. So we can conclude, no invention was ever really done alone. No invention really refers to its inventor, and no invention was ever really done in one place. Is this handy for us, if we think about those Sustainable Development Goals, to reach goals, to really start a movement to invent together? I'm not sure, because there's a lot of waste going on. So we started calling this design waste. All the time that we design stuff, we don't share, and that other people can't really build upon our own insights. We don't really do that in this field. And we can't afford that. So my proposition here is to set design in the open so that we avoid this kind of design waste and that we actually use our innovation power to orchestrate multiple discovery. Not really be a victim of it, but orchestrate it. We have multiple discovery, and then how can we use that to our benefit? That's where you come in. All the experts here in the seminar, let's have some multiple discovery today. Also, and that we go our separate ways and then come back together again, and that we keep on doing that until we really solve those issues. So we are on this global mission. Digital Society School, the host of today, World Design Organization, they will present themselves later on, and the United Nations Development Programme, who is really keen on getting those goals fixed. And what we do is we activate, we share, and we want to build. And these three steps are very important. So there needs to be some kind of activation where we come together and we really get this kind of mindset. And then we need to really get a culture of sharing so that we really accept that we have to share and make ourselves share. And then, of course, the next step is that we actually use those things from each other. That's the global mission, and thank you for joining that today. We are Marco van Hout, Anneke van Woerden. We are from the Digital Society School, and we welcome you to the seminar of experts. And you will have a couple of things later on today. Anneke is going to host the whole afternoon, and she will now explain a little bit more about the process we're going through. Thank you for now, and see you later.
Thanks, Marco. Yeah, so I am going to hopefully ensure that this will be a smooth afternoon. And we have quite a tight schedule. So to tell you what that schedule looks like, I'll give you a little bit of an insight. But first of all, I want to give you a little bit of context on some of the people that will join us today. Because we have been designing for a sustainable future quite for some time within the Digital Society School. And one of the practical things that we have been organizing is called the Global Goals Jam. Some of you might be familiar with it, some of you won't. We have actually two of our international local organizers of that jam here, and they will talk about it as well. So I won't give away too much, but basically it's a two-day event where we design for the Sustainable Development Goals in collaboration with the UNDP, which we started, now it's the third edition, so 3 years ago. And yeah, just to give you a little bit of a look what it looks like, the setup is that creative teams of different people with different backgrounds work together on a goal, on a local challenge that is relevant to them. And with a sort of a process and a toolkit that we from Digital Society provide to every location globally, they follow a process and they come up with an idea or a concept or a prototype, which is sort of an intervention for this challenge that they try to design something for. For this year we have grown it into over 60 locations, so we're quite happy. It's always in September, and just to give you a little bit of a rundown, this is what it looks like.
We live in a world of plenty. Plenty of people, plenty of passion, knowledge, skills, and definitely plenty of ideas. Today's environment asks for an unprecedented amount of creativity. We really have to think big. However, many incredible ideas are nothing without the people who pick them up and make them real. The people who understand that making change starts with creation. The people who understand that making something real often requires starting small. The global goals for sustainable development that we've set for 2030 are highly ambitious. We have to make a real difference in a short amount of time. We need to think big, start small, and act fast. Together we can be designers and creators of the future. So let's team up now and take action to make that difference. To be able to build upon each other's work, we need a common language of tools and methods. A common language to make it easier to collaborate on a global scale and share our work. This is the Global Goals Jam. Join us, take action, and design 2030 now.
So sort of as an answer to a lot of seminars, we sort of made this collaboration happen so that people actually do something. And although we call this an expert seminar, there's also going to be some doing involved. So we don't just want to talk about the goals, we actually want to create something for them and make a change. So for today, just a quick overview of what the afternoon will look like. We have a welcome, which I'm doing now, and Marco already kicked off. And then we have 3 speakers before the break. So we're very happy to host this together with the World Design Organization, and Gilles will tell us all about what they do and how they design with these goals as well. Then we have Mike van der Hof of CSR Netherlands, and he will tell us something about how to match challenges related to the goals with solutions and the case studies that they work on. And then we have Chris from Laag Society, who will fill us in on how to do, I think, public research, how to involve the public when you design, and on the work that they do with Laag Society, which is also working towards these goals. We have a short break, and then we will get into best practices. We had to switch a little bit of the program around because our UNDP contact couldn't be here physically, so we'll have a Skype in with Hannah. She is our main contact within the UNDP, and she'll tell something about the SDGs in education. But before that, we actually want to show you a little bit of the real work that has been done in the last 2 years. So we have 2 guests here of our Global Goals Jam community, which will go a little bit deeper into, what is this jam, what do we do, what did we learn from it, and share some best practices on that. And then we will get all active and have 2 workshops, of which you can only do 1, so make up your mind. We have a workshop on rethinking multi-stakeholder projects by our partner Butterfly Works, Pacific, and that will be in the Klein Canvas, which is on the 7th floor. When we get to that point, I will repeat it and show it on the screen so you won't forget, but just to let you know. And the other workshop is sort of a continuation of a workshop we did at What Design Can Do, in collaboration with What Design Can Do and TU Delft and Design Academy Eindhoven. And we went into the question of how do you design for a sustainable future, how do you educate designers for a sustainable future, and we'll take it as a continuation from there. We'll dive a little bit into going from personal transformation design, as we call it. We sort of got to the question, what is this transformation designer? What is a designer of the future? Maybe it shouldn't be called a transformation designer, as we suggested. And then we'll take that point of start into how do you actually design for system change, and that workshop will be led by Zlatina, who is our learning experience designer at the Digital Society School, and it will be hosted here. That's more or less the overview of the program. At 4 we'll come all together to have a closing word, so everybody that's upstairs, please come down with the elevator again. And then we have some networking drinks at our sort of headquarters at the Wieboudstraat. So we have a presentation of the final semester, and there are some drinks for all of you to enjoy and to talk further about the issues hopefully you'll get very engaged about today.
We have another speaker even.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. I don't want to overload you. We have that, I'll show you, then we have sort of a surprise at the end.